Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the semifinal of this UPSL SoCal South action between the Rebels and San Diego Internacional. We're only a few seconds away from kicking off here. Thank you for joining us, and make sure you like and subscribe as we will be posting up the highlights right after the match. Again, few seconds away from starting up this match. It's the semifinals, so stay with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we're only a few seconds away here from kicking off the semi-final for the SoCal South Action UPSL semi-final between the Rebels and Internacional. Here wearing white, Internacional in black. We have the Rebels. We have now started off this timer, and here the Rebels starting off the ball, but almost losing possession early on, and now it'll be passed back over to the goalkeeper. Internacional now come here, second place in the tables. Here they are, here at home, and the Rebels pretty much as the away team here tonight find themselves with a throw-in early on. All the way across the pitch, and that ball ends up going out. Not a pass that was intended. Will go over for Internacional to throw in. Folks, we're here in Mission Bay High School here for the semifinals. You're watching the UPSL SoCal South semifinal on Amigo Sports. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be posting up the highlights after the match and much more action. Already we have on the other side City Soccer Club waiting in the finale. Which of these two teams will confront them? Ball rolls out, will be thrown in for a corner kick by Internacional. The header, and it doesn't connect in the end, but good opportunity there for Internacional. The Rebels now getting ready to continue here, put it back into play. Ball ends up getting away from them, and it will end up being thrown in by Internacional. Ball right there with the deflection. Now it's going to go for the Rebels, number 19. Getting ready to throw it in. There is a bit of humidity here, and of course wanting to make sure the balls are dry. Will go out still. Rebels Soccer Club getting ready to put this one back in. The foul gets called, number 19. We'll continue action here. Great defense shown by Internacional, and now Rebels have an opportunity here opening up for them. They're trying to get past the man and closing in. Number 22 felt the pressure. Defense asking for it, and it does end up getting called for Internacional's ball now. Corner kick, and the opportunity ends up not. Here's the second opportunity though. Rebels still with possession of the ball, and it gets away from them in the end. Nothing happens there. Internacional making sure nothing happens. Accordingly, the opportunities were opening up, and the Rebels get it one more time. Now they find themselves on the attack. Over to number 12. Rebels still with possession, trying to get across, and was touched. Ball to be thrown in. Folks, thank you for joining us here in Amigo Sports Media here under the lights of Mission Bay High School. Make sure you have some interaction. You know the algorithm likes it here. Rebel fans and, of course, Internacional fans. Rebels with an opportunity. The pass does connect. A shot from distance, and good opportunities there. Nothing comes from it, and it's going to be put back in by the goalkeeper for Internacional. 5 minutes have passed us here in the first half of this UPSL SoCal South semifinals. The Rebels almost had a different opportunity, but it was denied in the end, and the ball outside but thrown in quickly. Tries to get past his man, and he does. The pass connects, but he loses it over Internacional now with the ball. Pass given away again, and now the Rebels find themselves in attacking possession. Can they do something? It goes deflected. Internacional, bad pass in the end. He's going to take a shot, but nowhere close. And now Internacional's goalkeeper to put it back in action here. The ball will end up stepping out and giving it over to Internacional now. Both these teams pretty even off so far in these first beginning minutes of the semifinal. Rebels find a way to take it away. Take a shot from deep away. Couldn't connect. Was close. Close opportunity there for the Rebels, looking to strike first here in Mission Bay High School. Puts it back here into play. Ball will go out. And the ball gets away from Internacional there. Rebels ball now to be thrown in. Ends up being called for, and it seems that we got an Internacional player down. Put back into play here. Mission Bay High School under the lights. Great weather, a bit of humidity, but so far these first 10 minutes very evenly matched. Both teams want to advance over to the finals and face off against City Soccer Club. One loss of the season and it comes over to Internacional. Can they get the rematch? Internacional having an opportunity here. Can they find the shot deflected? And it will be the goalkeeper to securely make sure nothing comes from it. That was an opportunity for Internacional, but nothing comes from it. Will be a corner kick. Take a look at how Internacional had it. A close opportunity, had to step back, but it was deflected. Corner kick to be set. Dangerous position. Let's see if they'll be able to capitalize here. Corner. Still not contained, and the Rebels ends up being called. Good defense by the Rebels, still keeping that 0-0. Put back in by the Rebels here. Was looking close. Internacional putting a bit of pressure there, but nothing develops. Now, the Rebels one more time trying to find themselves on the attacking process of this pitch, and the ball ends up going out. Missed opportunity there. Not to be. Folks, I appreciate the interaction I'm seeing. I am here live, and I appreciate everybody for being here live too. Rebels Internacional in the semifinals matchup. It's almost the end of this UPSL Fall 2025 season, and what a season it's been. The Rebels started off slow, almost seeming like they didn't even have any implementations of being here in these playoffs, but they got themselves in a bit of a groove, started picking up win after win after win, finding themselves here, locking themselves all the way over to the playoffs, the semifinals, and hopefully they can make it over to the finals. City Soccer Club waiting for them on the other side. But here we have Internacional here at home, pretty much playing. They've been in that second place. If it wasn't for that undefeated almost season that City had, Internacional pretty much would have also been in that first place contingency, but now they find themselves something to prove. They were the only people that were able to beat City Soccer Club this season. Can they make it over to the finals and pick up the win? Foul called here. And we're closing in on our first 15 minutes of this first half. So far, still 0-0. Rebels doing a great job of keeping close. Internacional putting it back in a play, and it seems like we got a Rebels chat. This stream is all Rebels, brought to you by Rebels, the sponsor, CYN Lux Events. Of course, sending Internacional, having an opportunity here, and what's going to be developing. He's looking for the pass, and will he regret not taking the shot? Rebels now just trying to get it away from them, and now the counterattack seems promising. Was stopped, and the Rebels able to get it back again. That was looking a bit dangerous at times, but so far they've been able to keep it clean. 0-0 here. Ball being tossed around, and eventually Internacional not to handle it. Number 20 for Internacional finds a man. Continue to move this ball around. Trying to find some opening space, and there is a mistake, giving over bad pass. Number 21 over to 20. Rebels over to the goalkeeper now. Internacional able to use their body and recover this ball, and now with the good pass, they're seeming to be in attacking position. Here they come. Defense puts it out. Nothing develops there, but it will be Internacional's ball still. And a header that ends up not connecting for Internacional. That was close. Rebels goalkeeper to put it back in. Let's look at how close that all developed. It was put in pretty fast, and just as we expected, the pass was there, and bam, it was a close miss. Continuing action here, the Rebels. Trying to handle the ball. Who's going to come up with it? Rebels defense doing as much as possible, taking out the ball. Now to be thrown in by Internacional. Here's an opportunity. It's getting close. Let's see what will happen here. Rebels able to defend, and nothing develops. Now they find themselves in the attacking side. They have the numbers. It was stopped. Great job at putting down the line, making the stop. Nothing happens in the end. It's going to be thrown in, put back in by the Rebels here. And continue to hold on to the ball, but there was pressure there by Internacional. That's going to go out. Coach not happy about that one, and Internacional put it back in quickly. Moving the ball. Here they come on the attack. It's looking promising for them, and they get called. It's going to be offsides. Almost had an opportunity. We're closing in on it, but it ends up getting called for offsides. Putting back into this quickly, closing in on 20 minutes of action, and one more time, here they come, Internacional. Can they get this one? Pass still in play. It's going to be put into the box, the header, and still they're going to call it now. They are stating that it was getting called, that was in the end. Still keeping that 0-0. Rebels pretty lucky with that call in the end. Internacional looking for a shot, but that gets away from him. Nowhere near the goal in the end. Unfortunately for them, after a bit of opportunities, that one gets away from him. Take a look at this missed opportunity by San Diego Internacional in the semifinals action, as he close but no as possible. Still 0-0 here in Mission Bay High School.
Go!
Internacional trying to contain it one more time. Here they do. Opportunity opening up for them here. The pass connects and still they find themselves moving up, but that one gets away from them in the end. Unfortunate for them. Now going to be put back in by the Rebels here. Looking for that chance. Still, Rebels leaving space for Internacional. They're gonna find that open man. Pass gets away from him. Here's the pressure, and goalkeeper makes sure that that ball goes out there. Was a bit of pressure, looking dangerous, and luckily nothing develops from that. Take a look, the pass was there for San Diego Internacional, but right when it happened, it almost gets away from the goalkeeper there. We're getting put this one back in action. Continuing the play here, folks. If you're having a good time, if you're enjoying the stream, if you are a fan of the Rebels Internacional or just community soccer here in San Diego or just soccer in general, any interaction, you know the robots and the algorithm of YouTube like it. It will pretty much show anybody else in San Diego or anybody else that watches soccer. So just any interaction, appreciate it. I have been seeing you guys and I appreciate it. Shout outs here. Mission Bay High School, great school here for the semifinals. I appreciate them for letting us be here. And the Rebels takes it away. Number 9 gets the call. Number 19 for the Rebels. Looking to continue action here. Let's see what's gonna be developing from this. 19 with a clear opportunity. Tries to find a man, and the goalkeeper putting the fist up, not gonna allow anything to happen just yet. Seems like it's gonna be a corner for the Rebels. How about we all take a look at this opportunity and how the Rebels had it here off this set kick, and almost, but the goalkeeper right there for Internacional reading it the whole way down. It's gonna be a corner kick for the Rebels. Let's see what can develop from here. And that one just a bit too much. It's gonna go across and beyond and all the way around, and it goes outside.
Let's go!
having to go over for the ball. Opportunity here for Internacional, and the defense able to just pop it up. That ball will end up going outside. Opportunity was closing in, looking dangerous. Nothing comes from it in the end. The Rebels putting it back into play, but the goalkeeper not going to be happy with that. The referee is going to call it. Pretty much asking them to restart this play.
Let's go!
Rebels doing a great job of keeping control. No damage averted just yet. They're getting out of their own side, and now they find themselves. Touches the heel, makes the ball pop up bad. Little mistake for the Rebels. End up costing it, giving the ball over to Internacional. And that's going to end up getting called for. Bringing this one into action quickly here. Still moving the ball around. It seems like Internacional doing a great job of still keeping that one. Internacional now playing around still. No call. Letting them play. Keeping the ball alive. Having their opportunity here. Looking for the shot. They're closing in, and that one ends up not connecting for them. It's going to go out. Opportunity missed out for Internacional. It was a close one for them. Take a look at how that was an impressive but not on target. This one is brought to you by CYN Lux Events. Now we're going to put this one back into action here. Heading into the 30-minute mark and closing in on it. Nothing called there. Seems like a player went down for the Rebels. Now he goes down again. Folks, find out more about CYN Lux Events over on their Instagram page, their website, and their phone number. Find out more information. CYN Lux Events. That one gets deflected. Opportunity there for the Rebels. That one gets away from him in the end. Too much power. Adrenaline in his soul made him lose control, and it ends up going away from him. In the semifinals, both these teams still 0-0, looking for the first goal of the match. He's gonna put his hand on it, right on there. As close as possible for Internacional, but the goalkeeper for the Rebels not gonna allow anything to happen just yet. Great opportunity for Internacional. That one ends up going out. And I mean, so far keeping this one 0-0 by the tips of his fingers. Take a look at the save of the match, brought to you by CYN Lux Events. Look at this, how he put his hands on it. Real close opportunity. This ball put back in. Opportunity again for Internacional, and now let's see if they can pick up the goal. Blocked again. Great job by this goalkeeper so far, not allowing anything to happen, and it seems like it's going to be put in by throw. Internacional looking to throw this one in. Look at this goalkeeper just putting his hands on and not allowing anything to happen. No shots allowed. 0-0 so far. Seems like we got the referees making sure everybody's well in place, well behaved. Sportsmanship is the first thing here. These semifinals, they get intensity building up, and now getting ready to throw it in. Internacional. Great use of his head, and stoppage there by the Rebels will be put out, and it's still going to be Internacional. Continuing action here. Pass does end up connecting, and still can they find a way to attack here? Internacional will try to get past their man. Right now, defense for the Rebels doing as much as they can, stopping any type of attack there. They are going to recover it. Nothing comes from that one. Great job so far. These two teams really battling and now keeping this 0-0. We got a stoppage of the match here, and it seems like we got a player, maybe got a bigger of a serious situation here. Folks, thanks for joining us here under the lights. Mission Bay High School, great school here in the bleachers. Great little view spot that we have going on, and I appreciate the interaction. I see some Rebel fans in the chats. I appreciate the likes, and of course, if you missed out on any of the action, we will be posting up the highlights and much more UPSL action. The finals are upon us, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like up in the air. Internacional moving this ball around, seeing if they have this opportunity. Nicely by the Rebels here, making sure Internacional don't get an opportunity. That does get called. Not happy with it. Rebels to continue action here. And that one just gonna go into the hands of the goalkeeper. No problem, no stress, no worries. Rebels here with the final 10 minutes of this first half. Let's see if any of these teams can pick up a goal. Very tight game so far, tied up 0-0, evenly matched. No team budging an inch. Rebels take it away right there. Developing number 22 with the shot from far away, it seems like, and no problem there for the goalkeeper for Internacional. And they're gonna call that one in the end. Seems like we got a player down over here for Internacional. He's up, walking, and everything is okay in the end. Injury averted. Internacional about to continue action here. Good passing movements, and now Internacional having an opportunity right there. The goalkeeper for the Rebels doing an excellent job, making sure nothing comes for it. And now they got the counterattack going for them, but the speed unmatched, and nothing happens in the end for the Rebels. Seems like it's gonna be put back in action here by the Rebels. That one will go out. And folks, take a look at how close this opportunity, bunch of passes, good ball movement, and if it was just an inch closer, he could have gotten the shot off. Still keeping this 0-0, throwing it in right now. The Rebels closing in, 8 minutes left. About so let's see what the referee decides to add. There's been about 2 injuries, maybe a few stoppages here and there. No yellow cards, no red cards, no substitution it seems like just yet. So not a lot of time to be added, I would imagine. But we are here watching this live. Mission Bay High School for this SoCal South semi-final matchup between the Rebels in black, Internacional San Diego in white. So far 0-0 here in closing down. You're watching this on Amigo Sports Media and of course CYN Lux Events. Find out more information on Facebook, Instagram, internet, Google, wherever you are trying to make an event. Here in San Diego, of course, you got it. CYN Lux Events about to be thrown in by the Rebels. Letting them play. So having this opportunity. Pass there for Internacional closing in. Final 5 minutes, folks. Let me see some predictions. Let me see some of you. If you guys are staying here awake with me, just put in some predictions. Who you got winning? What is the scoreboard? Who you got going against City Soccer Club in the finals? And are you as excited as I am? Here, these are the semifinals, and it gets called for offsides. Internacional had an opportunity, but it was stopped. The referee saying the rules were taken advantage of. They were gonna have to stop it there.
Go.
This one put back in here. Rebels. Nobody handled it well, and that one gets called for. This seems like a foul. Warning. Verbal warning. No card given out.
Yeah, that's 5, 6 fouls right now. Come on.
No card, no thing given out, but we did have a verbal warning. Let's take a look. What actually happened? Rebels goalkeeper puts it back in action, and it seems like a bit of a collision right there. Maybe a stepped on. And right before we get into this, Internacional, after being stepped on, puts it back in action. 4 minutes remaining here of regular time. This one ends up going out, but still Internacional will have the ball here. Folks, as we are closing in to our halftime, make sure you like and subscribe, just because it might get lost between all of the vast majority of YouTube, and we will be posting up the highlights, so make sure you know when that happens. Here, Rebels with an opportunity, letting them play. It seems like Rebels still trying to get this shot off, and that one ends up getting taken away. The ball goes out, and it will be thrown in here. Don't miss out on any of the action or even the finals. Amigo Sports will be covering that, so make sure you like, subscribe. Gonna be thrown in here with the final 3 minutes. Thrown in. After a misplaced button, we see a misplaced call. That was not called. Letting them play. Rebels trying to get this one back in an attacking position here. Ball popped up in the air. CYN Lux Events brings you this action here for the semifinals between the Rebels and Internacional. Great defense shown by the Rebels here. Now trying to get away from him. Finds the pass, connecting. Gets away from them. Was looking promising, but in the end, nothing develops from that. Couldn't get closer than that, but here, Internacional now. Closing in on the final minute here. And that ends up getting called for. Not happy at all about that. Rebels looking to continue action here. It's going to be a free kick with the final minute here of regular first half time. Let's see if the Rebels can capitalize from this opportunity. And hands of the goalkeeper, Internacional, do not sweat it, no problems. No threat. Still time enough to be played here. Can Internacional find a goal, take a lead? So far, these teams evenly matched 0-0. Feels like he got stepped on. Players down, nothing called. Rebels still playing with this ball. Gonna be thrown in. And it seems like that will be the end of this first half. 0-0 so far here in Mission Bay High School for this UPSL semifinals. Thank you for watching Amigo Sports Media. We'll be right back after this halftime. And don't you forget it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and know that CYN Lux Events is here for your events. Again, 0-0 as we head into halftime. Stay tuned, and we will be posting up the highlights after the match. Folks, only a few seconds away from kicking off the second half. Make sure you join us back here for the second half action to determine which of these two teams are gonna make it off and over to that finale. We have the Rebels in black, Internacional in white, and so far it is 0-0 here in Mission Bay. Waiting for both teams here to get set, to get ready to start this one. Mission Bay will be a high school here under the lights for the second half. So far 0-0. Internacional in white will continue the second half action. The Rebels, the away team, in black. So far keeping this one close. Looking for the referee. He does start the timer, and we have started this second half. Referee not happy about that one. He's going to start the timer again. It does get started again. And a few extra seconds on the clock ain't going to hurt anybody. The referee, a bit peculiar with, well, he wanted to kick off the second half of the semifinal. But on the way already, Internacional not going to waste any time. No matter what happened here, they're looking for the lead. They're looking for this goal. Here's the shot, the pass. Doesn't get handled well. It couldn't get any closer. Great start here for Internacional. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize just yet. Take a look at the replay. The cross was there, but he was not able to handle it. Great pass though, and unfortunately not a great opportunity for a shot. Now I'm gonna continue action here. Rebels feeling a bit of pressure. Bad pass, almost a mistake, but Internacional gives it away. Push, a shove, still letting them play along. Now again, we seem to have one more time Internacional having this opportunity. They do make a bit of mistake. Rebels seeming to have momentum here. The pass gets away from him. And now Internacional here in their home, pretty much in Mission Bay High School here in San Diego, under the lights for this UPSL SoCal South semi-final. City Soccer Club is waiting in the final. They're waiting for their opponent. Who will it be? So far, they're keeping it 0-0. If Internacional are able to go across, well, City Soccer Club would not like that. It's the only team that beat City Soccer Club this season. On the other hand, the Rebels have done everything they can, and if they make it to the finals, they will be facing off against their bitter rivals, who's beating them already 3 times, twice in the season, once in the US Cup, this single fall. So let's see, both these teams with a bit of animosity over City Soccer Club. Both these teams would love to make it to the finals and win this UPSL SoCal South Cup. But advancing on, of course, to this tournament, big things, bits at stake here for this UPSL California, UPSL all over the nation. And it starts here, ladies and gentlemen. It starts with these type of games, these type of matches, these rounds, and folks like you, the community, the support, everything makes a difference. If you think it doesn't, then you do not see the bigger picture. Things like this, you guys interacting, these teams moving on, it affects the future. So thank you, of course. Rebels about to throw it in here. They lose the ball quickly over to San Diego Internacional. Ball steps out, still Internacional with the ball. They're going to continue action here. Internacional holding on to possession here and lose it over. Rebels having this little battle. Internacional, great opportunity at recovering. Trying to get past that defense, but gotta push it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Nothing there, bad pass. Internacional now have an opportunity developing. Can they find the pass and the shot? Defense for the Rebels popping up. Still in a dangerous position. Internacional end up mishandling the ball. Ball will go out. Internacional here. No problem for them. Goalkeeper for Internacional just gonna pick it up. Rebels need to be a bit more creative in their passes if they're gonna find the opening that they're looking for. Both these teams still had a dried out spell. 0-0. So far, very evenly tied up, close up match. Both these teams looking for anything they can do to take on the lead. Internacional though looking dangerous here, moving on up, having this opportunity and miscommunication it seems like as that one gets away from them. Goalkeeper for the Rebels will end up just picking it up with ease. Couldn't handle it. Bad pass comes from that. It is gonna be a ball given over to Internacional. Rebels now looking to move on up. The pass is there for them, and great defense showing. Internacional reads it, takes advantage, takes a step ahead, and they're just going to stop any momentum right now building up. Both these teams have played on 5 minutes here of the second half, and it is still the same story. Both these teams starting up looking for a shot. Nothing ends up being called for. A yellow card is outside, and that's gonna be a yellow. Seems like a yellow for 16. First yellow card of the match. Let's see what will come from this opportunity. Take a look at the replay. That was well called for, well deserved yellow card given out, and now an opportunity for Internacional here. Can they capitalize from the spot? The shot to be the set kick. It's gonna be a one. It's gonna be one. They keep an eye on this one. Let's see if they can capitalize. Goalkeeper for the Rebels, making sure the wall is set, it's built up. Trying to protect as much as possible. Here comes Internacional. Shot, it is taken, and with a curve that ends up connecting for Internacional, he puts it into the back of the net. That's the first goal of the match, and Internacional now able to take the lead. Take a look at the replay. The shot gets past the goalkeeper, goes around the wall. What a nice little curve it has, and we find ourselves 1-0 Internacional here at home over the Rebels, as we have passed on by for the first 8 minutes of this matchup. Continuing action here in Mission Bay High School. Rebels find themselves behind now, 0-1. What adjustments will they make to get back into this one? Seeming troublesome. Rebels need a few good passes, and here it comes. Number 16, he does have the yellow card. He could not communicate well. The pass gets lost. Internacional pick up that one. They give it over though. Unfortunately for them, couldn't handle it. It's gonna go out. 16, the man with the yellow card for the Rebels, throws it in. Ball deflected, and Internacional almost had an opening there. The Rebels closing on, and can they find a shot of their own? Still looking to contain it. 14. The pass will go outside. It's going to be the Rebels' ball to be thrown in. 10 minutes have passed us by. We are looking at the semifinal for this UPSL SoCal South matchup. So far, San Diego Internacional in white have the lead 1-0 over Rebels in black. Number 14 for the Rebels. Finds his open man. They find some space to move up, and that pass is given away. In the end, Internacional, number 4. He does connect. Number 10 over, finds some more space, and now that gets called for, and it's gonna be an offside. Referee letting them know that the line was crossed before the pass was made. And it's going to be Rebels putting this one into action here. They need to step up. They need to find the goal. So far, they find themselves behind by 1. A good one, though. Off a set piece, a good goal taken, a nice curve. Internacional needed that, and they have this lead 1-0 so far. Here in the semifinals, Mission Bay High School. Under this lights, a bit of humidity, but the weather is great. That gets cold. Mission Bay High School, thank you for letting us use your field for this UPSL semifinal. Internacional now continuing action. And that one ends up going all the way over to the goalkeeper. Rebels need a few quick answers if they're gonna get back into this one. And the ball. Right now, the movement. And that one. It's gonna get called for. The foul, ball heading over to the Rebels. Rebels would love to get back into this one, pick up the win, and head on and face over the City, who has caused them trouble this season. Goalkeeper for San Diego Internacional is going to pick it up in the end right there until the last second. Feeling the pressure. We have this developing situation for San Diego Internacional. Lose the pass. Goalkeeper for the Rebels really risking it. Was a bit there, but Internacional get it back in the end. Here comes the opportunity if now they are looking for a shot. It's gonna be trying to be putting back in here. It looks dangerous. Will they come up? They can capitalize the defense right now for the Rebels, making sure nothing comes from it. Almost a mistake by the goalkeeper, but so far they are able to make sure nothing came from that. It couldn't look as much more dangerous than that, folks. Gonna be thrown in by the Rebels. Referee states it's ended up going out. Internacional now have another opportunity. Can they capitalize from this one? Almost gets away from him, and the shot ends up hitting the back of the net on this one now. It's a bit dangerous. It's getting away. They got the cushion 2-0 over the Rebels. It's the semifinals and time is ticking. It's starting to be a factor. We're here with 30 minutes left. Take a look at the replay. Internacional not only find the pass, but it gets past the defender there. Bad mistake, gets the shot, and they pick up the little cushion. 2-0 over the Rebels. Internacional have the lead. Rebels need to wake up. They are the away team. They've traveled, they've fought, they've done everything so far this season to get to this point, to get to this match. They won't want to end it here. They got some unfinished business with City Soccer Club. They know they can handle this. Can they find the answers that they're looking for? They find the pass, and now they're looking dangerous. 28 has the ball. He's going to take a shot from far away. Nothing right there. Goalkeeper gonna pick it up, gonna play with it, gonna make sure he handles it well, putting in a bit of pressure now. Rebels get it back. Here's another opportunity, just what they needed with the final 30 minutes of this second half. That one just a bit too much. And Internacional are just going to recover that one. Nothing happened in the end. Ball's been bouncing around, and who's going to come up with it in the end? Who's going to be able to handle it? Seems like the Rebels looking for momentum on their side. They're looking for an opening. Number 11 tries to get past his man, but it's a 2-on-1 battle. Internacional get it back and just take it outside. The Rebels lose the ball over to Internacional. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Let's make sure nothing happens. Goalkeeper gotta make sure he handles it. Starts to feel a bit of pressure, but by the time he kicked it out and gave it away over to Internacional. This looking promising for Internacional, looking for their number 3. The pass is there. The movement is well. 17. Can he connect? Tries to get it out, but he gives it over to Internacional. And great job defense. Make sure they get it out of their own side. Ball steps out. We got some substitutions going on. Rebels getting ready to make a few changes. Number 15, number 17 getting ready to step into this action. It's the semifinals. You're looking at the UPSL SoCal South semifinals. Internacional up ahead 2-0 over the Rebels. Folks, thank you for your kind words, for the support, for the fans of the Rebels. I don't see any Internacional fans, but it's understandable. You guys do have your own stream as well. And here Internacional having an opportunity. Rebels, great defense. Not happy with that. Not happy with that. They were looking for a bit of a call. It's gonna go out, asking for the temperature. I can check on that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, a bit of movement on the gadgets, and it's saying 57 degrees here in San Diego. Super close to SeaWorld Classic. SeaWorld attraction here. SeaWorld San Diego really close. We don't have Shamu, but we have someone else. And Internacional with the corner kick, the deflection. They're calling for it. There is no handball. There's no call. It's gonna go all the way over to the goalkeeper for Internacional. Rebels looking to get back into this one, a show lowering the par. Why this stream wouldn't suck. So far down behind 2-0. Ball popped up in the air. And Rebels goalkeeper really playing with patience, getting it as close as possible. Internacional have the lead, asking for a bit of patience, asking for a relaxation, and the ball goes out. 25 minutes here in this semifinal. We got some substitutions being made. Internacional putting in number 19. Number 19 about to step into the semifinals for San Diego Internacional. It's a pretty open-ended question between Texas soccer and California. Wouldn't need to make any, biased opinions here. And the opportunity gets away from Internacional. Pretty close. Leave your opinion. I'm interested to learn more about Texas soccer. What are some Texas soccer leagues? Internacional, this is looking dangerous for them. The pass was getting away good. Goalkeeping in the end, the Rebels. This is looking a bit out of hand. They need a bit of composure as this can start to get away from them. Internacional again, take it away. They're inching closer. They're looking for number 3. That does get called for. We got a person that knows a player from each team. That is awesome. Thank you for being here in the stream, for supporting what I could assume is your buddies, maybe your friends, family members, relatives, just acquaintances of the soccer world. Awesome for you guys, and even the Texas soccer fan to be tuning in here for this UPSL SoCal South semifinal action. So far, Internacional with the lead. It's a good free kick, blocked away. Rebels are sponsored by CYN Lux Events, and this is gonna end up getting called for as a yellow. Bit of discussion, can the referees handle this? We've still got a player down for San Diego Internacional. Folks, let's just hope he's okay. We don't want any type of injuries. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate every single one. These type of interactions, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The algorithm of YouTube, those YouTube robots working in San Francisco love to see these type of things, and it brings out more action for soccer fans across the world. We got a few subscribers from Japan. That's cool. injury here, still being checked on. San Diego Internacional player, he's gonna get up. Folks, cheer on. He's gonna get up. He is well. And I'm sorry, I'm breaking character here. This Japanese comment really made me laugh. I have no way of checking out or translating it, but I appreciate it. Internacional now. Trying to get past this man, but couldn't do any movement. Now it's going to be the Rebels. They're trying to get back into this one. Running out of time, 20 minutes. Gets past, nothing called. Internacional looking for the pass, and that one doesn't connect. It was almost number 3 there, folks. But miscommunication in the end. It seems like they couldn't connect with that pass. And take a look. Number 10, nobody was pretty much covering him. They were expecting some type of call. And right when he puts it right there into the box, it gets away from him. Continuing the action, the Rebels need to make a few adjustments if he wants to get back into this one. Opportunity right here for Internacional in the header. Amazing way to put it into the back of the net. They get number 3, and Internacional now are running away with this one as they are up ahead 3-0 over the Rebels in the semifinals. Take a look at the header. Internacional, great job there. The goalkeeper trying his best to make the stop, but nothing, and the goal gets in. 3-0 here. Mission Bay High School. We're looking at about 57 degrees, and these players of Internacional seem to be just warming up. Rebels, what answers can they find here? Being down by such a deficit here in the late comings of this semifinals matchup. But the storyline starts to be City Soccer Club against San Diego Internacional. City Soccer Club went 10-1 this season. The only loss they've had was that last game, and the last game was against San Diego Internacional. Can Internacional, City Soccer Club, will that be the final? Will we be seeing two juggernaut teams face it off in a battle for the UPSL SoCal South Championship? Ball is going to end up going out. And to be put in by the goalkeeper for San Diego Internacional. Folks, you guys made me laugh in the chat. It was amazing to have you guys here. And of course, make sure you like, subscribe, or anything to get a notification of the highlights and of the finals. We will be covering the finals for this UPSL South Championship match between whoever ends up being. Right now it's seeming like Internacional have their ticket over to that final matchup happening next Sunday, it seems, at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Rebels recover right there in midfield. They are behind by a big deficit, but a bit of goals right now can really start to pick up momentum, and for them to get back into this one. And he just ends up rolling out to be thrown in by the Rebels. Number 13. And almost had the opportunity there. The Rebels were looking for a header of their own. Unfortunately for them, it didn't connect. They couldn't find the back of the net. And about to put this one back. Take a look how close the Rebels were to getting their first goal. Here is the replay. Of course, brought to you by CYN Lux Events. Almost had that one into the back of the net. Getting this one back into action. Goalkeeper for Internacional. Putting this one here into action. And that one hits the VO camera and it's gonna make it wobble. I always wondered where those things get uploaded to. Thankfully, we got Amigo Sports Media, folks. We got the action right here, commentated live replays, and much more. Action over there ends up going out. Internacional having this opportunity, but the goalkeeper puts his hand up and makes sure nothing comes from that one. That could have got dangerous. Ball will be taken out. Rebel Soccer Club here. We're trying to put one away, and that's what we're all hoping for right now. A bit of Rebel spirit, a bit of this. Where'd the pass go? He almost lost that. That was looking a bit dangerous. Don't want to be giving it up here. 15 minutes, about less. Didn't do the math correctly. Already down to 14 minutes and less. About to be thrown in. San Diego Internacional. We got a new goalkeeper. New goalkeeper coming in for Internacional. Number 11 coming in. Maybe a bit of, warm-ups. Want to get him some reps coming in for these finals. It's a big lead so far. Let's hope it doesn't come back and put him in the butt. Rebels have another opportunity to maybe get back into this one, can they? Here is Internacional, though. The ball gets away from them. The shot does get stopped. Great job by the goalkeeper, keeping it a 3-0 matchup so far. Thrown in, the Rebels moving quickly, knowing time is a factor here. This big deficit, that does get called for. That does get called for. We got a player down for San Diego Internacional. We got a yellow card now. Seems like all the yellow cards have been going off over to the Rebels today. Let's see if the referee decides to add any additional minutes tonight, or if Internacional is just going to walk away, try to stay healthy, and have this win. Here come the Rebels. This is just what they needed. They're looking for the space. They do have the man. Can that pass connect? Still moving up, looking ready. So you're gonna find the movement, and they're giving that one over to the Rebels here. Now we got a few more substitutions happening. Number 4 for Internacional coming in. We got number 7 for the Rebels coming in here. Substitutions being made. 10 minutes plus 1 minute plus whatever the referees decided here remaining. Folks, I mentioned it all game long, but we will be posting up the highlights and much more for the UPSL SoCal South semifinal. The final coming up. We will be live streaming that, so make sure you follow us on that action. And of course, I appreciate every single one of you for being here live, for interacting, for tricking the algorithm into making it believe that this is a much bigger stream than it was. Because we all know this needs to continue to grow. This soccer, really beautiful. We've seen some beautiful goals. We've seen lots of magical moments so far, and if these players can do it, just imagine how much Internacional gets called for an offside. How much more this game can get better. Got some tying shoes. Got some shoes tying. Shoes needed to be tied as they do. The Rebels continue action, and whether you need to tie your shoes or you need to host an event, CYN Lux Events has your needs met. Make sure you find out more information on their Instagram, website, Facebook, or either way you want to Google it. CYN Lux Events here in San Diego, California. The ball ends up stepping out. Players starting to feel and show a bit of fatigue, knowing that at the time it's not what they expected. This is not the outcome that they went in here. There was a bit of a point where they felt like they could still get into this one, but right now, 9 minutes remaining, 3 goals behind, and here they're looking for number 1. Here they've got to take one step at a time. Here they got to make sure they can put one into the back of the net, and they're getting closer and closer. Can they find it? Deflection and into the hands of the goalkeeper in the end. Two for the Rebels, able to get the ball, and now almost finds the pass, and the goalkeeper almost miscommunication there. Could have caused a bit of trouble. It's going to be thrown in. Rebels ball. Physicality being shown, referee letting them play. Rebels still wanting to get that one to put them, that one to ignite the fire. One goal after one goal after one goal is all they need. So far, 3-0 Internacional here, looking, eyeing, taking that ticket over to the next game, the finals. Their opponent, City Soccer Club. They've lost one time this season, and that one loss came to San Diego Internacional. Here they come in for number 4. The pass doesn't connect, and that's going to go out, unfortunately for them. They've looked for that, and it seems like this is the second time that they actually don't connect. Maybe if they practice, City Soccer Club better watch out with that one. Seems like something they'll be wanting to connect on if they're going to be facing off against these giants. San Diego Internacional has been doing a great job so far. Of course, the Rebels have been keeping it in within distance. They came into the half 0-0, and after a few hiccups here and there, they giving up 3 consecutive goals here in this second half. Not to be because of not trying, but because of the things that have happened here. We'll see if the Rebels can pick up one. 6 minutes remaining. Over to 23. 23 passes it back too much on that one, and they don't want to lose it. They're trying to capitalize on this positioning. Momentum on their side too. Trying to find the man. Still handling it well. Puts it in the box. Too much for his man, and still trying to find that opportunity. Bouncing around. Still handling it well. It's going to be a shot from far away. The ball, that other ball, went the distance. Goalkeeper had to pick up the one that was just right next to him. He wasn't going to walk around. He was not going to go pick up that one. We all know how far that ball went. And the ball gets popped up into the air. If the Rebels can handle it, they have a good position right here. Can they take a shot now? Get closer into it. Number 13 gets past his man. Good ball movement right there. Good type of ball security. That's the type of thing you practice for. Number 15 now. Can he handle it? Losing it over to the physicality of San Diego Internacional. About to be thrown in here. Less and then 5 minutes remaining. Let's see what the referee decides to add. We got about 3 yellow cards, I believe, for the Rebels. About 1 injury that the San Diego Internacional had. That equates to about 2 minutes in my book. If anything, I mean, Internacional has a huge lead. That ends up getting called for. We got to see it's offsides. The Rebels to continue the action here. And thank you to those international subscribers we were mentioning. All over the world, they're watching this community soccer. They're watching us tonight for this UPSL SoCal South matchup. Rebels, not the match they expected here in this second half. They've given up these 3 goals. They were in close. Internacional really had to find a few second half adjustments to get into this one. But after those adjustments were made, now they got this huge lead, 3-0. Gonna be thrown in. 3 minutes. Whatever the referee does decide to add. Internacional get the ball across and past their man, and the last defense makes that one go around. Number 12 gotta keep it, and that does get called for a foul. We all saw how he threw him. Folks, make sure you like, subscribe. We will be posting up the highlights of this match and much more. Thank you for the interaction. Thank you for being here with us. And thank you, CY and Lux Events, for any events here in San Diego, California. Find out more information. Of course, here we have the Rebels building up for something. They're looking for an offensive taking. They have the pass over to number 23, a shot from afar. And no threat for the goalkeeper there. Two minutes remaining here in this semifinal. He's going to keep a clean sheet here tonight. San Diego Internacional's goalkeeper, very happy, very proud, very content with his performance. That ball's going to go out. And it seems like they're giving it a corner for Internacional. Let's see if they can actually pick up number 4 here. Internacional looking for a corner kick. We'll have to see what will come up from this. Final minutes here to be played by. Over straight to 17. 17 is going to take a shot, but two curve, two not on target for him, and that one ends up going out. Now the Rebels going to put this one back into action. But quickly give it over to Internacional. Closing in on our final minute here of regulation. That gets called for. That's a foul. Folks, believe it or not, 10% of people that watch this stream have subscribed. So don't be part of the 90% that aren't subscribed. Just do yourself a favor and click the button. You won't miss out on any of this action or more. We post all types of community soccer here, all types of Sunday leagues, small third tier leagues, and much more. Here comes Internacional. Gets away from him. Rebels looking to at least put one and spoil the clean sheet for San Diego Internacional. Gotta put this one in fast. Internacional give up the pass there. Now the Rebels off the deflection, trying to keep it in play. Does go out, will be thrown in. Giving the ball over to Internacional. Pass that gets past the defender. Internacional continue to move up, and now he's going to look for the shot. He's going to try to take it. He's going to pass it across, looking for number 4. And that one gets called as a penalty. It seems like he ends up stepping out, causing a foul. Goalkeeper gets called for, and the referee pointed to the spot. It's a penalty in the last minutes. We're pretty much in extra time of regulation. No need for these final minutes. I mean, Internacional already has the lead, already has the win, already is pretty much secured to move on to the final, but now they got this penalty pretty much to give them a number 4, a very dominant win. Let's see if the goalkeeper for the Rebels could make this stop. This penalty will be brought to you by CYN Lugs Events. And the goalkeeper making the save. He makes the stop. He's going to make sure he keeps it 3-0. Great save by the Rebels goalkeeper there. Going to be a corner kick for San Diego Internacional. Looking for some type of bicycle kick. Ball still popped up into the air. And that one will be marking it as the end of this semi-final. Internacional pick up the win 3-0 over the Rebels. Heading over to the finals, it's going to be Internacional against City Soccer Club. Thank you for watching Amigo Sports Media. Thank you for all the interaction. I love to see this. I love to be with you guys here, and make sure you like, subscribe. Thank you to CYN Lux Events. Thank you to the Rebels. Thank you for this season. Folks, it wasn't what the Rebels expected, but it sure was a well-felt battle. Make sure to watch the final, even if it's not your team. It's going to be Internacional against City Soccer Club. And two Giants fighting it off. We'll have to see who crowns himself as the South SoCal champion. Thank you for watching Amigo Sports Media. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. We end this one. It comes to be 3-0 Internacional.